This is the 2021 BrewTubers Online Brewers Club Yeast Experiment number 2, Saison. Thank you to our sponsors, Imperial Yeast, 5-Star Chemicals, Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store, Brewing America, all stainless steel mash paddle sponsors. Also Hopsteiner and Yakima Chief Hops. Get brewing.
All right, what is going on? This is Brandon from Exit 12 Homebrew in the podcasting studio. Figured I would do it from here, little ambiance, get to look behind the curtain of how the podcast goes and do these 2021 Saison yeast experiment beers. Before we do that, I have to give a nice shout out to all the sponsors this year. Imperial Yeast, Beer, Wine, and Hobby, 5-Star Chemicals, Brewing America, Hopsteiner, and Yakima Chief Hops. Without all of them, none of this would be possible. So you did hear Nick and I, we have done our own review of our Saison yeast experiment with Imperial Rustic. So I'm just going to bang out some of these other BrewTubers ones. So first up is the man, the myth, the legend, the president of BrewTubers. That would be Gary Fortin from Tap Out Brewing. Kaboom. His Saison beer is called Saison because he's an animal. This was brewed with, let me just pull it up. YLP 590 French Saison yeast. It is 7.6% alcohol by volume, 33.3 IBUs, and obviously out of Naples, Florida, because that's where Vacation Gary lives. So let's pop this bad boy open. Ooh, got the nice mic. Let's do a little ASMR for the people. Ooh. Got a little bit of overflow there. Let's pour up so people can see it. Yeah, we got a decent amount of head there in my nice BrewTubers glass. Yeah, I would call that a million finger head. These haven't been really rustled around too much. I mean, they've been sitting in my fridge for a few days. Let me just pour a little more. Let that head dissipate.
2,000 years later.
All right, through the power of YouTube, that head has dissipated. So right off the bat, what I'm seeing is this is a super clear beer. I can see my hand through it. It's a golden color. It's coming out a little darker than it does on my end, but it is definitely a golden color. Look at this bad boy. You can see me through it. Yeah, this thing is super, super clear. A lot clearer than ours. Ours had a little haze to it, so which was interesting. Still a decent sized head. Let's get a little nose on this bad boy. So I am getting a slight hint of like lemon, maybe a little bit of citrus, like a I guess lemon's the right word. I was gonna say maybe like an orange rind. Yeah, I would say like maybe an orange rind or like the rind of even a lemon. Um, Definitely getting a good farmhouse characteristic, like a super tingy, like acidic sour type um smell to it. It's definitely got that farmhouse thing going from that French Saison yeast, that WLP 590, I believe it was. Yep, 590, the French Saison. Um yeah, it really is just a huge hit of lemon, and then that really, really farmhouse, sort of sour thing going on. So let's take a sip of this. Gary, cheers. Oof. Cannot get over how clear that bad boy is. Hmm, that's interesting. So the first thing I'm really getting is a big malt hit, which is interesting. It's like this bready maltness to it. And then I am getting that lemongrass, and I am getting a little bit of that citrus, like I said, the lemon like pith or the lemon rind. And it cleans off really well in the back end, and it just sort of it doesn't hang around too much, but it definitely smooths out, and it has a little bit of that farmhouse characteristic in the middle. It's definitely got a little bit of that sourness to it. Not as much as I was expecting when I was looking at this thing or smelling this thing. It definitely felt like it was gonna have this huge sour farmhouse taste, and it really doesn't. It's really clean. Let me get another one of these sips. Yeah, it is. It's just super it's a super clean beer. Um, I that French Saison yeast just feels like it attenuated out really well, and it's not leaving, much of anything off on this coming through. It's just a really clean beer, but it is interesting that it has that malty like breadiness up front, which I don't always equate with a saison, and it's just, but it is very good. It's definitely got this like nice bready hit at the front end, which I'm really enjoying. So yeah, I'm gonna sip on this beer. What do we have going on? If you haven't, you like these reviews, go to brewtubers.com. Maybe join BrewTubers yourself if you haven't already. Join our Discord. Listen to the podcast. We have huge, huge, huge guests coming up. Watch our YouTube videos if you'd like to. But yeah, just you know, content. We're just content creating machines. And yeah. So cheers, Gary.